your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes.
Already mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go to my just chatting actually. Already live, and as you guys can tell by title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be working with let's say more SQLAlchemy. I have been working on this for let's say for a really long time, where I'm under the category of let's say databases, which is the last topic under my phase 1 for my AI engineering for 365 days series. I am, let's say, one phase closer to really building the agentic AI. Okay, and guys, this outro was awful because I was looking at a bunch of stuff because I finally figured out how do you stream using Restream.io, and I am currently streaming on Twitch as well because I am still trying the free version out of Restream.io just to see if it was really good and all that stuff. Okay, hold on, let me really show it to you guys real quick. And a good thing is that you guys can actually see my freaking window here just chatting as well. And yeah, I did decrease my bitrate to 8,000. And why does it say RTM is 1280 by 720? Huh. Okay. Hey you, I'm back. You're hiding, Philip. But here, I appreciate you joining the stream. So what's your name? I think you should ask me that for the next 22 streams and I will type it out. Yo, how you doing? Sarah, is that how you pronounce your name? I appreciate you joining the stream as well. And also, let me know if you guys can hear any background noises. Just to be sure, I will hear myself twice. Yo, hello, what are you doing? Today is the day 70. I'm gonna be trying my best to complete chunk, let's say 5 and 6. I was pretty free today. I got my blanket out here. I got some something to eat, and I will be let's say streaming for a really long time today until I'm not really done with chunk 5 and 6, and hopefully get a head start on let's say my mini project as well. That's it, guys. This is so much more convenient having this chat. And wait, did I not hide my multi-chat? Pretty sure I did. Why do I still see it in my gameplay screen? What the hell? Hold on, let me go to my main camera. There we go. Let's hide that. And then I'm trying to hide both my multi-chats. There we go. That should make it look so much better. Yeah, there is no more main camera. Everything that's gonna be here is gonna be my multi-chat. Okay, I think this is pretty good. So, I don't know why, but my comment takes 15 seconds to reach. Yeah, it is the stream delay. I can go ahead and, let's say, remove the stream delay as well, but then that's gonna be, let's say, affecting my stream quality, but I may really do that, to be honest. Okay, that's it. What are you doing? Yada yada. And yeah, before I start, I'm still trying to get sort of used to... Oh, wow, that's perfect. I was trying to get my chat simultaneously showing in my window. There we go. Oh, wow, that's perfect. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and get that a little bit more back. Right there. There we go. Okay, because I'm just trying to adjust and get used to this new chatting overlay. Okay, that said, this is a brand new Clouds chat, so let me go to my gameplay screen. And in my gameplay screen, you guys won't be able to see my restreams' multi-chat. That's kind of sad, but it's alright. Okay, let's say something like say on live exclamation. And yeah, I will be touch typing this stream as well. And speaking of touch typing, I've been getting a lot of video ideas. For example, Q&A video ideas or different challenges as well. I will be later on adding a community post asking you guys what kind of videos you guys think that I should upload. Because by God, the last video that I uploaded was a whole month ago. Since it's here, day 70, let's finish what we started. You paused right before the riskiest step last time. Tired with Alex's real data on the line? That was the right call. But you're fresh now, chat's watching, and there's a bug sitting in the migration file that you already diagnosed correctly when you haven't written the fix yet. Let's go finish the job. And I'm gonna eat something, guys. This time I am really prepared. Thank God I got stuff to eat so I don't run out of energy like every time. Yeah, it is oats, which is basically a boost of energy. There's just one problem with this multi-chat here. Wait, never mind, I'm just blind. Never mind. Okay, so quick recap. We're both looking at the same picture. So this is apparently an auto-generated ID. Okay. Currently has the line generated by auto-generate. op.add_column students sa.column id.sa.integer nullable equals to false. I did work with this last time, I do remember that. And what you already correctly reasoned why this breaks again Alex's existing row and what the fix conceptually is auto increment, same mechanism as course ID. So here's your first question before I show you anything. Plain words. Complete prediction. If we're adding a branch new ID column into a table that already has one real row, Alex, and what we want that column to auto-populate instead of demanding a manual value, what does the database itself need to be told to do? At the moment it adds that column so Alex's row doesn't just error out. Take your shot. Okay, and I'm gonna go to my OBS and let's say mute myself because I'm hearing myself twice. What the hell? Okay. Let's see. So if we're adding a brand new ID column to a table that already has one real row, if we're adding a brand new ID column to a table that already has a real row and we want that column to auto-populate, instead of demanding a manual value, what does the database itself need to be told to do at the moment it adds that column so Alex's row doesn't just error out? Hold on, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Twitch here. Guys, after using Restream.io, this is kind of, whatchamacallit, distracting at the start because I need to make sure that all my streams are going well. There we go. Okay. Okay, where you go, plugin, enable anytime. There we go. Okay, and what you correctly reasoned, yada yada. Okay, wait, let me see. Can you explain the question again? Question mark. I did not understand it. There we go. Okay, fair. Let me break it down smaller. Here's the situation in one sentence. We're adding a new column ID to a table that already has a row in it, Alex, and that column isn't allowed to be empty. Nullable equals to false. Think about it like this. Real world analogy first. Imagine a classroom where every student already has a seat, no assigned seat numbers yet. One day the teacher says, starting now, every student must have a seat number, no exceptions. Bob, who's walking in tomorrow, gets handed a number as he enrolls. Easy, but Alex is already sitting there, already enrolled with no number. Question, what has happened for Alex to satisfy the new everyone must have a rule without the teacher manually working over and telling Alex to write what number to write down? What has happened to Alex to satisfy the new everyone must have a number rule without the teacher manually walking over and telling what number everyone needs to write down? Okay, that's the old question in your own words. What needs to happen automatically so Alex, the existing row, gets a valid ID without anyone typing a number by hand? I mean, I know what it should mean. Hold on. Imagine a classroom where every student already has a seat, no assigned seat numbers yet. One day, teacher says starting now, every student must have a seat number, no exceptions. Bob, who's walking in tomorrow, gets handed a number as he enrolls. Easy. Ta-ta-ta. We need to find a way that can auto generate numbers for every student that gets enrolled. Right? I think that's the smartest thing to do here, right? Is there a way to like make that kind of big? No? Okay. Okay, good instinct, but you gave me the rule that should apply going forward, not the answer to the specific problem in front of us. Auto-generate numbers for every student gets enrolled. That's true, and that's actually a unique ID generation mechanism. Question, does that mechanism already exist somewhere in your code, or is it something brand new? Okay, I think that it does not already exist. Think back to courses, Dunder table, map, ID, primary key. When you built ID column on courses, did you have to write any special generate number logic yourself, or did something just happen automatically the moment the primary key marked? Question 1, yes or no? Does SQLAlchemy / Postgres auto-generate integer primary key values for you without you writing extra code whenever a column is set up as mapped integer? No. It does generate a unique ID for every column. However, it does not generate an integer that we can use later on. There we go, because we cannot use the IDs that were generated by what's it called? By PostgreSQL or SQLAlchemy. Stop right there, wait, was that wrong? That's not correct, and I want you to re-examine it rather than just telling it to you. Go back to what you said about course.id in chunk 5. You didn't just theorize about it, you ran real code and watched it work. Alex in course world, students rolling, ID column filling its own row. Question, plain yes or no. When you inserted rows into course or in any table with ID mapped integer equals to mapped underscore yada yada, did the ID values show up in your terminal output turned to actually be visible, to be actually usable whole numbers like 1, 2, 3? Or were they something else like random codes? They should be 1, 2, 3, because I am pretty sure that we set it to do so. There we go. Yo, how old are you? I'm actually 18. I'm gonna be turning 19 this January. Yes, correct. And notice what you just did. You contradicted your last answer and you were right too. So integer primary keys in SQLAlchemy / PostgreSQL already auto-generate clean, usable whole numbers. What up, guys? I need to make sure that there are no background noises, but I cannot hear myself. There we go. But when I hear myself, I make sure there are no background noises, but then it's so distracting because I hear myself twice. I guess that's fine. Okay, with 0 extra code from you, the mechanism has a name. Auto increment. Postgres specifically calls it a serial / identity column under the hood. You've been relying on it this whole time without needing to name it. Now, back to the real problem. Your course table auto-incremented fine because it was a brand new table. No rows exist yet. ID was created, so there was nothing to conflict with. Students is different. It already has one real row, Alex, sitting in there with no ID value at all. Okay, that does make sense because I did just create ID very recently. Okay, question, plain words, no code yet. When PostgreSQL runs alter table students add column ID with auto increment turned on, what do you think it will do about Alex's existing row specifically? Will it just skip her? Wait, Alex, isn't that like a guy's name? Add her out or automatically backfill her with a real number? It will automatically backfill him with a real number. Hold on. With a real number. Okay, and then let's send it. I'm gonna probably eat some oats. Personally, I hate ORM with a passion because the only reason we even need this one is even though SQL is standardized, every SQL database uses a different syntax. ORM shouldn't even exist. You know what? I wouldn't really know much about it to add a counter argument, but yeah, it does make sense. The reason I'm actually learning this right now is because I need like the programming experience and like the exposure of all these concepts that I can later on go up in the further phases and let's say use or maybe even theorize stuff as well. For example, I worked with Curd and I'm pretty sure that Curd is like a generic thing that I will be using later on a lot because it's create, read, update, delete. I think that's like the most generic stuff that we do. But yeah, about ORMs, I highly doubt I'm going to use it, but I gotta fact check that again as well. Okay, correct and good. That's the right mechanical prediction. Small note, not a big deal. Earlier, you and I were calling Alex her, you just said him. Pure touch typing attention. Slip, not a comprehension issue, don't worry about it. And also, did I forget to mention to you guys that I am going to be using the Pomodoro method here, which is basically going to be something like a study with me every 25 minutes. I'm going to take a small little break, a quick 5 minutes break for just chatting because I did realize that if I just constantly go on for hours, I won't really process as much information. And also, I need some long form videos, like what the hell? Okay, so your prediction, Postgres backfills Alex automatically with a real number when the column is added with auto increment on. That's exactly right. Now, here's the part that's genuinely new syntax, no prior exposure. So I'm teaching this directly rather than Socratically. In plain SQLAlchemy / Limbic migration code, telling a column to auto increment isn't just primary underscore key equals to true. That only works cleanly at table creation time like courses was. When you're adding an ID column to an existing PostgreSQL table with real data already in it, you need to be explicit in the migration itself because Limbix's auto-generate doesn't safely guess its part on its own. Oh, you will be using ORMs everywhere. Almost every app that's need to talk to an SQL database uses an ORM. I see. Also, can you guys see my multi-chat? Oh god, I forgot to fact check that thing. Do I even like, oh, I do have it. Okay, thank god. I was like, I don't really have a multi-chat on my screen anymore. Because I did start using Restream.io and multi-stream on Twitch as well. Yeah, I had some time to figure it out. So your prediction, Postgres backfills Alex automatically with a real number when the column is added with an auto increment. Exactly. That's exactly right. Now, here's the part that's genuinely new syntax, no prior exposure, so I'm teaching it directly rather than Socratically. In plain SQLAlchemy / Limbic migration code, telling a column to auto increment isn't just primary underscore key equals to true. That only works cleanly at table creation time like course was. When you're adding an ID column to an existing PostgreSQL table with real data already in it, you need to be explicit in the migration itself because Limbix's auto-generate doesn't safely guess this part on its own. Here's the real code you'll be looking at in. So that stuff. And then op dot add underscore column students sa dot column id sa dot integer sa dot identity always false, nullable equal to false. Huh. Two new pieces. SA.identity always equals to false. This is the actual instruction telling Postgres auto-generate this value. Always equals to false specifically means auto-generate unless someone explicitly supplies a value, as opposed to always equals to true, which would force the auto-generation no matter what. Everything else, SA.integer, nullable equals to false, you already know from course. Quick check before we touch your real file. In plain words, why do you think always equals to false is the safer choice here? Specifically, versus always equals to true? Given that Alex already exists as a row with no ID yet? Okay, let me say something like, because I want to specify what, I want to specify to Limbic that I want to give Alex an ID explicitly. I spelled explicitly wrong, goddamn. I want to test something. Testing. 1, 2, 3, dot dot dot. I want to see if my Twitch chat. Oh wow, Twitch chat actually does work. Hold on. Oh wait, that's for me to see. Twitch chat works in the multi-chat as well. Oh wait, Twitch chat does not show in the just chatting because of what I did. Hold on. Give me a quick sec. Wait, Twitch chat does not work in general? Oh, that's fine then. Okay, and I'm not wasting much. Oh, wait. We're almost done with our 25 minutes actually. Hold on. I wish I had a timer on. You know what? In my 5 minutes break, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna add a timer. Actually, it's been 22 minutes, so we got 3 more minutes. Yeah, I'm working with a Pomodoro 25 minutes with like a 5 minutes break. That said, not quite, and I think you're overcomplicating it. Let's slow down. You're not going to manually type in a number for Alex. You already correctly predicted 2 questions ago that PostgreSQL backfills her automatically. That part hasn't changed. That fill question, always equal to false versus always equal to true, is actually about the future. Is actually about the future? I think there should have been like a comma there. Not about Alex right now. Let me give you the real world parallel. There we go. Salute to your discipline. Studying 1 to 2 hours every day, no matter what, is what sets you apart. Talent fades, but discipline keeps you moving. Stay consistent. Success will follow. Honestly, I appreciate you, Anshul. That actually means the world to me. That said, I was planning to stream for 4 hours today. That's the reason I started streaming at like, hold on, let me check something. I need to find like a universal. There we go. So that's the reason I did start streaming 6 p.m. UTC. Because usually I stream at 8 p.m. UTC. There we go. Oh god, the math always gets me. That said, question yes or no right now, today, for this migration, do you personally have a reason you'd ever want to manually type in a specific ID for a student yourself? Or do you always just want the system to pick the next number automatically every single time, no exception? No, I want the system to automatically pick a number without an exception. Let's go with something like every single time. Guys, I want to be done with this. Like, come on, I want to start working with math and machine learning. That's the real fun stuff here. Okay, and there we go. We hit 25 minutes. I'm gonna move on to my just chatting. All right, I guess let's go ahead and chat for a while. Oh, I see the chats are on top and they go down. Okay, I wonder what do I do here. Hold on, let me try to figure out and get a timer. So, do I have like a stopwatch? I got a clock. Mean, let me install a stopwatch. I used to have it before. Hold on. Let me just maybe get this here. Okay, and yeah, we're still in just chatting, so you guys should be able to see my window. Let me go with something like stop watch. Okay. Actually, should I go with like Pomodoro or like a timer free full? Oh wow, this is 5.0 star or 5 star? Huh. Because I know I've got like a 5 minutes break for the time being. I would know. I mean, fine. Let's get it. Let's get it. For Pomodoro. But here's the thing: I don't want any music playing in the background, like, because that's gonna end up giving me a copyright. So that's Pomodoro. That's focus to do. I don't know. These all these apps are really looking good. It's that. Uh, uh. Okay, you know what? I'm wasting some of my time here. I can just pick any. Like, what? This looks like a tomato. Oh. Wait, can we write our time? Uh, now I'll go with the most generic one. Okay, and let me know if you guys have any recommendations, because when I use my phone, I usually go with the Forest app, but I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'm a pretty old guy. Then we open that, we exit this. Did I exit? Oh god. Hold on, I think I exited my Claude as well. Seriously? Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna get my Claude here. And then I'm gonna go to my gameplay screen and make sure that it's covering the entire window. There we go, and then do that. Okay, perfect. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and exit that and extend this to the entire screen and go back to just chatting. And when I'm in just chatting, it means that you guys can actually chat with me. What the hell? Okay, hold on. I got my timer here. I think I should like permanently place the timer somewhere on stream. Hey, this is gonna start from like next time on. I need to wait. Let me make sure there's no audio. Wait, you guys can't hear my desktop audio anyways, so it's fine. And yeah, you guys will only be able to see this in the horizontal stream, not really in the vertical stream. Okay. I mean, okay, we got 2 more minutes. I don't know what to do for 2 more minutes. I don't want to start sooner because yeah, I do think that I need a break too. Maybe I'm gonna eat something. Okay, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Yeah. For like a couple more seconds. I mean, you know what? Am I allowed to play chess on stream? Pretty sure, yeah. Go ahead, let's go to chess.com. We're gonna play that from like next matches. Oh god. Oh god, you guys did not want to know the account that I'm in right now. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go with I agree. Whoop, we got like 45 more seconds. I want to log in. Let me log in quickly. I want a clock here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Please tell me this account is. Oh my. Do I show this to you guys? Wait. Okay, I have a Chess's account. Okay, now I'll show this to you guys. You guys did not want to see my Chess's account with the. How does this even make sense? When? When? Okay, alright, time's gonna be up real quick. I'm gonna just do that real quick. Hold on. Huh. Like some LARPing us though. Okay. We're 3 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go back to my gameplay screen. I'm gonna show you guys my chess, embarrassing chess account real quick after the next 25 minutes. Okay. And yeah, in case the vertical stream does not know, I did start a timer here, which you guys can see if you guys do go to my horizontal stream. Okay, that's it. Good, clean, honest answer. But notice that answer actually points to always equals to true, not always equals to false. So let's be precise about what I taught you. Always equals to false isn't you'll sometimes choose the number as a plan. It's the system defaults to auto-generating but leaves the door open just in case. Even if you never plan to use it, always equal to true, slams that door shut completely. Given what you just told me, you never want to manually override. Ever, always equals to true is actually more accurate choice for your stated intent. Here's the real reason I used always equals to false in the example. And this is the important nuance. It's not about your intent. It's about Alex specifically right now during this one migration. Think about it this way. When Postgres backfills Alex's ID, is it inserting a brand new row like a normal new student enrolling, or is it updating a row that already exists? It's updating a row that already exists. Is it backfilling Alex's ID the same operation as a normal insert or something different? It is backfilling Alex's ID. Okay, then I'm gonna eat something. Okay, I need you to go one level deeper than restating the word. I'm asking you to classify the kind of operation it is. Real world version. When a new student walks in and enrolls, the school creates a brand new record from scratch. When the school later says, oh wait, all existing students now also need an ID number, and adds Alex's number onto her already existing file. Is that the same action as enrolling a new student, or is it like editing / updating a file that already exists? It adds a new number, so it needs to edit. Yes or no? Is it backfilling Alex's ID and update to an existing row, inserting a new row? It is updating Alex's row. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense if it is not. That's what I meant from the last message as well. Okay, correct. That's the key. And here's why that matters for. And here's why that matters for. Always equal to false versus always equal to true. Always equal to true is very strict. It tells Postgres auto-generate this value on every write to this column, period. No exceptions ever. And in some Postgres versions / edge cases, that strictness can actually interfere with the special one-time fillback operation Alembic runs during the migration itself, since technically it's Alembic writing a value into an existing row, not a normal app insert, not a normal app level insert. Oh, I see. Okay. Always equals to false avoids that friction. It still auto-generates for every real new student going forward. Matches your no exception intent for actual usage. But it doesn't fight with the migration's own internal backfill step during this one special existing data scenario. So, to be honest with you, for your actual day-to-day intent, system always picks the number. No manual override ever. Either would work correctly in practice. Always false is the safer, more Conventional choice specifically because you're migrating a table that already has data, not because you ever plan to manually assign a number. Does that distinction make sense? Always equals to false isn't about your future intent. It's about not fighting the migrations as one-time backfill step on Alex's existing row. I feel like it is still vague. However, I may understand it better with a real world example or some practice. Okay, and then I'm gonna send it. Yeah, because I understand stuff better when I get practice. Okay, fair, you're telling me the verbal explanation isn't landing, and you already told me last session that code lands better for you than talk. Let's do both. One tight real world picture, then straight into the real file. Real world picture, one more try simpler. A factory has a machine that stamps serial numbers onto boxes as they come off the line. Machine that stamps serial numbers onto boxes as they come off the line. Every box gets a number automatically. No human ever picks one by hand. One day, the factory finds one box already sitting on a shelf from before the machine existed. No serial number on it. They need to retrofit that box with a number too. Okay, so we have multiple boxes that automatically gets generated a number. However, we find a really old box that never got a number assigned to it. Therefore, we're trying to fill a box. Always equals to true equals to the stamping machine is bolted down so tight it can only stamp boxes as they're being built fresh on the line. It literally cannot reach over and stamp a box that already is sitting on a shelf. Always equals to false. The machine mainly stamps new boxes automatically, but is flexible enough to also reach that one old shelf box and retrofit it. Alex is the box. Alex is the box already on the shelf. Always false is what lets the migration reach back and stamp her. That makes sense. I need more real world example. There we go. Now let's stop talking and go touch real file. That's where this will actually click for you. Task. Open this file in Visual Studio. Find op.add underscore column students line. Edited. Okay, hold up, guys. Let me just mute myself. Already my testing. There we go. Oh guys, I just realized that that took like 4 minutes or so. Was it 4 or so minutes? I can go that much longer. Okay, that's that. I forgot where I was. I was gonna open my Visual Studio Code, right? There we go. Okay, so in my Visual Studio Code, I am gonna go to my kind of gibberish file. I think this file is specifically meant for. Unfortunately, my headphones broke today because of my naughty cat, so I can't hear your voice, but it would be great if you could respond through chat. I actually can. How are you doing? Um, okay, whatchamacallit? I should have just replied to Twitch's chat. I replied through Restream. That was my bad. Okay, that's it. Let's see. So apparently I'm gonna go ahead and get Clouds' instruction out here as well. There we go. I usually keep it out, but I forgot to keep it out this time. So I'm gonna go there. There we go. Okay, and then let me just open Clouds' instruction. And now, so in my code, in Visual Studio Code, find op.add. I can show it to you guys as well. There we go. Okay, so we'll find the op.add underscore column students line, edit it yourself, and edit it yourself to add sa.identity always equal to false. So I gotta edit this and set my sa.identity to be equal to false so I can manually change stuff. I'm good. Thanks for the reply. Do you play League of Legends? Actually, I do not. I do not play League of Legends. However, I never tried it. Like, okay, I'll just go with like I did not play League of Legends. I did not really try it as much as well. Okay, that said, I'm just gonna go ahead and find my file here, and then I need to find my op.add column. There I see SA integer, but the thing that I'm looking to change is SA.identity. So I need to add another comma here that goes with something like SA.identity, IDENTITY. That is going to be always false. Okay, perfect. I think that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to hit Control S to save the code, and let's go ahead and move on. Nice, don't play. That game, League of Legends, is a cursed game, honestly? I do not play League of Legends. Where are you from? Okay, I see, I see. AI viewers Streebo.com. Huh, interesting. Is that like the first ever bot that I've got in the chat here? I can just go ahead and delete that like it never existed. Okay, that said, I'm pretty sure that that was pretty much it, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. Let me just go ahead and grab plot out here. I do not really say where I'm from, actually. Okay, let me go there. Then I'm gonna paste it and then say something like done. And then we're gonna get our stopwatch out as well, because I want to show you guys something so freaking hilarious about my Chelsea's account. When in the genuine world did I create an account with that weird on name? Just give me a bit. Once this timer runs out, I can show it to you guys. That said, wait, I'm just curious. Is this stuff frozen? Nope, it's not. I just look more to the left because my screen is here mostly. Wait, am I still in my just chatting? Hold on, let me go to my main camera. I like the just chatting, to be honest, but screw it. I can go to my main camera. I mean, not main camera, my gameplay screen. There we go. You guys can still see the chat here, but it's not really as engaging as the restreams' chat is. Okay, good. That matches exactly what I gave you. Let's see the real file, not just the pasted backline. Question before I check it, did you edit only that op.add column, students line, or did anything else in the file change? And this one matters. Did you touch the downgrade function at all, or you leave it as it is? I did not touch anything besides the what was the stuff that I had to add? The SA.identity. I'm gonna add this in a quote. There we go. Let's go with something like SA.identity. What was that stuff that I had to set to be false? Always equals to false. There we go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and end this with a double quote. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I forgot that. I did not say what country Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna just move on back here. Yeah, I forgot that you did not have your headphones or that your headphones broke. This, yeah, hiding Roger. Appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, good. Uh, I'm from UK. That actually sounds really sounds awesome. What are you studying? Actually, I am currently under a series called AI Engineering for 365 Days, where my goal by the end of this series will be to make an agentic AI, hopefully using LLMs to get the job done. Therefore, I created a roadmap that consists of 8 phases in total. Each phase consists of subcategories, which acts as prerequisites that I will be needing by the end of my phase 8. That is going to be the capstone phase. In that phase, I will be building, let's say, my agentic AI as my mini project, because at the end of every phase, I do actually build mini projects. For example, phase 1, I'm going to be building a mini project that is going to be consisting of everything that I've learned so far in phase 1, which took me 70 freaking days to be done with. I'm a professional graphics designer with years of experience specializing in customizing Twitch channels at reasonable prices. Can I show you my work on Discord? I could see the work after the stream. Okay, let's see. What are you studying? Agentic AI. Whoa, latest technology. That actually does make sense, guys. I'm an absolute rookie at it, but I'm getting better at it, to be honest. That said, we haven't run this migration yet. The command to actually apply it, the one I told you last session, was genuinely new. Not yet thought. Is py-m limbic upgrade head? Before I explain you head or run anything, plain words prediction based on everything we've built and fixed today. The always equal to false identity column. Alex's existing row, the course is stable, also being in the same migration file. What do you think is going to happen step by step the moment this command runs for real against my database? It will update Alex's let's say ID column and give him an ID, which is my prediction. And then I'm just gonna go out and eat something. Could I see the work after this? What do you need for your channel? I don't think that's appropriate to like talk on stream, but I do not need anything as of now. However, if let's go with something like, if I ever did need something, I can let you know. If you join my Discord server. Guys, this is so funny. Whatchamacallit? Someone that's trying to promote their stuff, I'm promoting my stuff above that. Is this kind of weird? There we go. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the chats. I'm not chatting anymore. Can you show me your agentic AI roadmap? I'm also on my way to agentic AI doing DL now. DL stands for deep learning, right? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me show you my roadmap real quick. Although, if you guys actually want access to my roadmap, there are 2 ways to get access to it. I'm gonna show both ways in a bit. Matter of fact, before I show the roadmap, let me just show you the second way as well. Hold on. By God, I feel I'm wasting more time than I'm actually studying on. Okay, so apparently, before I really show the roadmap, if you guys do go to my channel and then go to my shorts section, I have... Oh, wait, shoot. Damn it. Okay, today, let me check what is, Hold on. In UTC, right? Okay, so today 5 p.m. UTC, I will be uploading a short on my channel which lets you guys know in detail how can you guys get access to my roadmap and all that stuff. But for the time being, this is my roadmap. Or you guys can go to my Discord server and either go to the coding help to chat, Python chat, or the general chat and mention my name there at Web Universe asking me for this roadmap. I will be personally DMing it to you guys. But yeah, my roadmap is pretty long and it consists of a lot of detailed stuff, but I think that it goes through the basics as well. Okay, that's it, guys. I did not know that the video did not upload because I have a bunch of things being scheduled. I can join your server. Let me know what stuff would you like to have, like logo, banner, emotes, etc. For the time being, there is none. But if you were, I keep forgetting that. Hold on, I can just go there and then invite to server. Copy that stuff. There we go. There is the link to the server. Hold on, I'm just gonna go with something like Discord. I usually don't type this much. I don't like to like type messages and send it, but I think it's fine for this time. Alright, I screenshotted. Okay, that's perfect. I can also DM you like whatchamacallit, the entire file if you wanted later on. Because if you guys do go to my coding helps us chat, general chat, or the Python chat, mention my name, they're asking me for the roadmap. I will actually DM it to you guys. For example, whatchamacallit, you guys just need to mention my name there and then I just DM it. Oh god, I don't know why am I stumbling so much here. What the hell? I think the typing in the chat gets me. First, tell me, what do you need for your channel? Okay, that's true, but partially you're only describing half of what this one migration file actually does. Go back to what we confirmed earlier from your own terminal output on day 69. Question, besides adding students.id, what other real concrete changes did revision auto-generate detect and write into this exact same migration file? It checked. Actually, it compared my Python file to my database and it looked for uniqueness. There we go. Fact check my wordings. I need to work a bit more on this stuff. Yeah, how am I gonna know these specifics here? Not same second changes sitting inside this file. Let's get concrete. Two real operations got written down. On day 69, you already named op.add column for ID column. Question, plain and direct. What second table, a whole new table, not a column, does? The same migration file also creates what a whole new table, not a column, a whole new table does. A whole new table. Does the same migration file also create? Think back to what you built in models.py earlier in chunk 5, the ones whose class you wrote and verified with a clean terminal run. Students' class. Also, I did not master these topics because the point of phase 1 is exposure. That's the reason I did not really focus much on it. Huh. Think for the time being. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, two things to catch. One correction, one important reset. First, quick worry check. You don't need to defend. Not mastering this. I'm not testing mastery. I'm testing whether these specific facts from the same session are still in front of you. That's normal. We've covered a lot of ground today. No shame in regrounding. Second, the actual answer, student isn't right. Student is a class that already exists and just got modified. The ID column added to it. I'm asking about a completely separate brand new table. Let me just show you directly since talking it out isn't landing. That does make sense. I need something of physical. Yeah, have a good day as well. Okay, here's the real second line sitting in your migration file right above these students. Op.create underscore table courses, SA column, integer, SA column, string, nullable false, SA primary key ID. That courses is class you built earlier in chunk 5. Remember you wrote, ran it, verified it with a clean terminal output, no errors. It's never actually being created in the real my database yet. This one migration does both jobs at once, creates courses from scratch and retrofits students with the new ID column. Question simple this time, now that you see both real lines side by side, does it make sense why running one migration touches two separate things in your real database at once? Okay, I feel like I need some real world example. Okay, these explanations are not sticking, to be honest. Interesting. Okay, and yeah, we hit 26 minutes. I went a minute higher because I forgot about the time. Lap, and then we stop and we reset. Oh wow, what's the point of lapping if I just freaking reset that stuff? Okay, now back to the let's say just chatting screen. There we go. And I hope that in the just chatting screen you guys can actually see my chessboard. Okay, how in the genuine world did I actually have a CyberCat Meows's account? This was my it has like 400 elo, like there is 1400 elo here. I don't even remember. I created this account 2024, guys. What the hell was I on? 2024. I played a couple of matches. I lost a bunch of them. Alright, yeah, I'm a chess beginner. I need to clearly go to a different account. Hold on a damn minute. I'm just gonna go. Guys, what was I thinking when I created that stuff? Okay, let me go here, and then I'm gonna go with this thing. Let's go with Viv Arcade, because this is like a gaming account, right? Just is a game. Fifth Universe, UNIVERSE. Wow, that name is taken. It is a gaming account, so I don't specifically need to go with Viv Universe. I could just go with Viv Arcade. Hold up. Yeah, we got. Oh shit! I forgot to start the timer. Timer starts now for let's say 5 minutes break. Continue. We're gonna go there. I'm just changing a couple of things here. I might change my. Oh wait, Viv Universe is taken, right? That name was not Viv Universe. Am I the only one watching on YouTube? There's a what should we call it? A horizontal stream as well. I need to check how many people are actually watching here. Okay, because I am kind of trying something new too here. Okay, how do you? You know what? Screw it. Pick a username. Fine, Viv Arcade. It shouldn't be as bad because my gaming account name is Viv Arcade and like just sounds appropriate. I need to have okay, I don't know how to play. I know the rules, I know strategies and tactics. I know the rules and basics. Okay, let's just create this. I'm trying to customize my. Wait, I hope you guys can listen any of that. Okay, who should we be? Should we be David? There's Danny, there's Kelvin, there's sure, I haven't heard of these randoms, but Magnus is someone who I have heard about. I have heard about Levi as well. I have heard about Hikaru, the pre-move should I say why do I feel their background noises? Hikaru is the pre-move king. Both his sisters are Andrea and I forgot the second one's name, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Magnus. No, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna customize this later on. Let's get into a freaking match. I wanna play online. Okay, Is that a freaking 10 minutes match? Nuh-uh. We don't got enough time. We're going with a 1 minute bullet. Okay, and then let's start a game. Okay, I'm gonna hit agree. Guys, let me lock in. That okay, wait, I thought it was that easy. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna go with King's Indian. I can't be taking this long. I already messed up. Did he mess up? Is he freaking pre-moving? What does he look like? Oh, I may lose on time. The hell? I may lose on time. Still has control of the center. Mate in one. Mate in freaking one. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No! You got wanna play with me? Have you heard about Nihil Saren? Actually I've not. I can't see your stream, only notifications visible. Wait, actually? Oh god, I should have been in my gameplay screen in that case, damn it. Okay, that's fine. And remove ads. Nope. I guess we gotta see the ads. There's one more, right? Let's go with a new 1 minute match. Like, wanna play with me? Yeah, sure. What's your ID? I'm gonna lock in this time. Okay, I'm gonna go with the London. Yeah, let's go with the London. How do you play the London again? Uh-oh. He thinks that I'm gonna push. I'm not gonna push. He got the center, damn it. How did I fumble that hard? He has the entire mid. Yeah, I know how to get the mid from him. Well, my rook is in the mid. Alright, okay, listen. I am no chess prodigy. Oh, our 5 minutes timer is over, damn it. I mean, as long as I win, it's worth it. Let him think. The guy think. My god, how the hell do I always have the least time? Uh-oh. Lost our queen. Who needs a queen to win, right? If we're losing because of time. We're not being checkmated. Should have gone with a longer one. Yep. I am not being checkmated. I will lose because of time. But I'm not gonna be checkmated. Take your time. I'm gonna try though. Up. You aren't winning. We'll play with Raj Chakri 1000. I mean, maybe next match. You could invite me. Here's my username. Arcade, you can invite me later. I mean, after the next bomb at R, I'm gonna go ahead and close this reset. And we're gonna start another 25 minutes, because by god, I want to be done with this and at least win one chess match. Okay, I'm already in my gameplay screen, aren't I? There we go. Okay, that's good feedback, not a failure. You're telling me exactly what you told me last session, and I keep defaulting back to verbal explanation first instead of taking that seriously. Let's fix that right now. Real world picture, then straight back into your actual file. Nothing else in between. Imagine you hire a contractor to renovate your house. Okay, I was asking for a real world example. Renovate your house. Okay, you hand them one set of blueprints. That single set of blueprints can contain multiple separate jobs at once. Build a new garage and add a window to the existing kitchen. The contractor doesn't need to separate visits or two separate blueprints. One blueprint, multiple changes, done in one trip. Your migration file is that one blueprint. It contains two separate jobs. Job 1, new construction. Build the whole course table from nothing. It doesn't exist in the real database yet. Job 2, renovate on an existing house. Add the ID column onto students, which already exists and already has Alex living in it. I see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just probably eat something real quick. Your migration file is the one blueprint. It contains two separate jobs. Job 1, new construction. Build the whole course table from nothing. It doesn't exist in the real database yet. Job 2, renovation on an existing job. One command, py-m Olympic upgrade, sends the contractor to do both jobs in a single visit. Now here's your file. Actually open so you can see both jobs sitting in the same blueprint. Ignore that to call. Reflex mistake on my end. Not needed and burn. And burns a call I don't need to burn. Sorry, moving on. Task for you. Open your real file here in Visual Studio Code right now. Look at the upgrade function. You should see the two lines, op.create table courses and op.add underscore column sitting one after the other. Just confirm, do you see both of those lines in your real file, one after the other inside of grade? Did I just see something like paste? Paste back what's actually there. I see my upgrade function. I see op.add and op.create underscore table. Did Claude say me to check if I see create? Okay, I do see them. All right, we're gonna copy our upgrade function. Then I'm gonna grab Claude here and then paste it. I do see it. How many more topics do we need to work on in order to be done with chunk 5 and chunk 6? Question mark. Because I need to start working on my mini project as well, because this is actually because today is day 70 and I believe that I am really late to start phase 2. Well, specifically 10 days late, but it's worth it because I don't really want to come back to phase 1 and learn stuff from it. Bro, do you goon? Okay, what in the genuine what kind of question is that? If I were to clip farm right now, I would be like, what in the genuine world is that? Of course I do, but I'm not clip farming, so I'm gonna be like, I don't. Really depends. That was the worst answer I could have came up with. Okay, confirm that's your real life. Both jobs sitting in one blueprint, exactly like I showed you. Good. That part solid. Now let me answer the pacing question straight, because I'd rather give you an honest map that keeps you anxious in the dark. What's actually left concretely? Chunk 6 migration's almost done. Run py-alembic head for real genuinely new command. I'll teach it in one change, then you run it and send me real output. Verify via PSQL that Alex survived with ID equals to 1. And courses got created. Confirm Alembic underscore version has a real row now. That's it. Realistically, 15 to 20 minutes of stream time once we start. Most of it, you typing and checking, not me lecturing. Chunk 5 relations resumes after still. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and copy this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Visual Studio Code out here. Control Tilde. I'm gonna paste this. Okay, here's the thing. It may not work because... Nope, it did work. Yeah, because of course, I'm not inside my Python file. I am in my 365 Days of AI Engineering this file. So I was indeed in there. I'm gonna copy that stuff and then grab Cloud out here real quick. And then let's go ahead and paste it. And then I'm probably gonna eat some more oats. All that I see in restream.io is that I'm just looking to the left. Am I though? Can you guys see my mouse? Hold on, okay. That's a really, really old chat. What the actual hell? Okay, I think that's fine. Hold on, you jumped ahead and ran it before I actually taught you the command before we did a prediction step. That's fine, momentum happens, but let's not skip the verification just because it's tempting to keep moving on. We'll talk on the output. That log is a good sign. Running upgrade. Add ID primary key to students means Alembic found your migration and executed it. With no error thrown. No red text, no trace back. That's what succeeded looked like at the command level. But a clean log is not proof by itself. We verified against the real database, not against what the terminal says it did. This is exactly the same lesson from LMB. Bug trust the authoritative source, not the tool telling you it worked. Task 3 real checks. Run these in PSQL against my database and send me the real output for each. Select asterisks from students. This grabs everything from my students' table and displays it for me to see. Select asterisks from courses. Same logic. It grabs everything from my students' courses and displays it for me to see. Select asterisk from Alembic underscore version. I do not know what this does. I know that it selects everything from Alembic underscore version, but I don't know specifically what it really displays. Alright, I'm gonna go here. I gotta log into PSQL, so I'm gonna go with something like PSQL-U Postgres. And then we're gonna add 3333. Oh, damn. And then I'm gonna go with something like \c my database. Yeah, we're not very good with AI engineering, right? So I could go with something like select asterisk. Where is the asterisk? There we go. From students ending with a semicolon, and it should display it. And then I can go with something like select asterisk from courses ending with a semicolon, and it should do it. And then we go with something like select asterisk from... Now, about the Alembic underscore version. A lowercase. Alembic underscore version. Ending with a semicolon. Alright. Oh, this version is my file up there. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, and then we're gonna go ahead and let's say grab Cloud out here real quick, and then I'm gonna paste this and send it. Yeah, and then I guess I'm gonna go ahead and eat something. Okay, look at that. Alex is alive. ID equals to 1, exactly like you predicted. That's real, that's earned, that's the payoff of an honest bug hunt across 2 sessions. Nice work. Now, before we celebrate all the way, I want you to Actually, look, not skim. There are 3 results here, and I only 2 of them are what expected. Question, plain and direct. Compare your prediction to all 3 outputs. 2 of them should match what you expected. One of them, look carefully, does not match. Which one? And what's actually different from what you predicted? Uh, let me check. This is what we predicted. Alex got an ID. Course ID. I think courses is something that is messed up. Okay, let me see something. I believe that courses is something that I did not predict because it has 0 rows. However, I may be wrong, but we did create one. Oh god, that's so cool. Oh, he grew to cloud. Guys, that was a joke in case you guys didn't know. Although, should I say AI's turned me on? Okay, you're circling it, but let's be precise about what's actually wrong here, because there is a real distinction between we created a table and we created a row inside it. And mixing those up is exactly the kind of thing worth nailing down. You're right that courses show 0 rows. Now the question is that actually a bug or is that expected? Think about what this migration was actually supposed to do to courses. Did you ever tell Alembic insert a course named math anywhere in this migration, or did the migration only ever deal with tables of structure, columns, primary keys, never touching actual rows? Row data for courses, plain yes or no. Did we ever write any code anywhere today in chunk 5 that inserts an actual course? No. Hey, brother, start with C++ or Java for placement. It will one day. Actually, about the start with Java or C++ for placement, if I were to go to my channel, under my playlist, I did have an entire playlist of, well, not really, but I had like, a series or a mini series under my previous series, which was programming for 250 days, where I spent 100 days working on C++. So yeah, I'm pretty good with C++. I had a hella videos on SDL3 as well, and a whole entire playlist on Unreal Engine somewhere here. Am I blind? Hey, where is Unreal Engine? There we go. I had 113 streams on Unreal Engine as well, which you guys can actually check in all my streams here. And also, if you guys go to my videos, I did have 7 parts on my programming for 250 days series, where it was like a programming montage and all that, so you guys can check those things out too. That's it. That was a quick little shameless promotion. Okay, he's doing agentic AI. That actually does make sense. Exactly, no, and that means courses having 0 isn't a bug. It's exactly correct. Here's why. It only builds empty container. They call on the primary key. Wait. Okay, I thought I forgot to add my on my timer. That's such a lifesaver. Okay, insert a course like math or science into it. Yeah, that's a completely separate future step. Real code, not migration work. So actually walk back through all 3 step results with that lens. Students, Alex survived, ID equals to 1, exactly as predicted. Courses table exists, structurally correct. 0 rows because nothing has ever tried to put a row there. Also exactly correct, not a bug. Olympic version, real row, yada yada, matches migration, it's official, track test applied. I've seen your Unreal Engine 5 streams last year. That actually does sound really cool. Yeah, because I did start like a long time ago. Plus, I did actually work with a bunch of more, let's say, bunch more topics. on Unreal Engine. And if you guys do want to try the game mod that I did build by the end of the series, you guys could type exclamation calamity 2 on chat. This will give you guys access to the link to my actual game. There we go. Oh wait, it's not there for the vertical. Damn it. There we go. Wow, it's not there for my Twitch as well. Okay. Alright, that's it. Yeah, I need to still work on my Twitch commands, because if I did like restream.io, I may actually pay for it and start multi-streaming on Kick as well, including different platforms, because it does not really take a lot of bitrate and make it heavy for my Wi-Fi to work on, but it does simultaneously stream, because I do encode my stream on a cloud server. Exactly know when that means. Courses having 0 isn't a bug. Student Alex survived. Courses table exists. 0 rows because nothing ever tried to put a row. All 3 are correct. That's a real milestone. 2 sessions. One more honest but gut check before we move into Chunk 5's final leg. Enrollments plus relations doesn't make sense why 0 rows in courses is a pass, not fail, because migration was only ever responsible for tables' shape, never its data. I sort of understand it. However, later, in the upcoming phases, I will be working with these concepts again, and that time I may have a better understanding. For the exposure phase, I feel like I understand it. There we go. I rarely join stream on YT because of my studies. Oh, I see. If you rarely watch YouTube streams and that's just because of the preference-based stuff, I do really stream. I started streaming on Twitch as well, so you can like check my Twitch stream. But the problem with Twitch stream is that you won't get merely as many of the perks as the YouTube stream would give you, more specifically the horizontal YouTube stream, because horizontal YouTube stream or YouTube stream in general has a bunch of commands which I'm yet to add to my Twitch or Kick or anything else using Nightbot, but that's just trivial. That's it for enough, and that's actually the right calibration for where you are. Not claiming mastery, you're saying I've got the shape of it, and repetition later will sharpen it. That's exactly what exposure phase of learning is. Chunk 6 officially closed. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Real bug hunt, real apply, real verification. That phase 1's last open piece. Given the time we've spent and your energy is likely I'd want to push. Yeah. I wanted to have a 4-hour stream today, and it has only been an hour and 23 minutes. So we have all day. Okay, and then I'm gonna eat some oats. You're hiding long, sir. Appreciate you joining the stream. Brother, don't you speak Hindi? I mean, I'm not really as fluent with it with different wordings, but I do understand and I can speak it. I clearly cannot read or write it. Okay, good. Plenty of runway. Let's not waste it. Straight into the last one piece of Chunk 5, the enrollments junction table. This is where we stopped last 2 streams ago. Okay, by God, this was so annoying getting rid of the Chunk 5 and Chunk 6. I was told that SQLAlchemy is going to be easy. Apparently, I was lied to. Okay, quick reminder of where we left this. Since it's been 2 sessions, you already did the hard reasoning work here yourself. Unprompted, you figured out why a plain course table can't hold enrollment data. It would be doing 2 jobs at once, and you correctly identified foreign keys as pointers to primary keys, not copies of text. That groundwork is solid. What's missing is just the actual code. Let's start with structure before syntax. real world picture first, since that's what's landing for you today. Think of enrollments like a class roster sign up sheet, not a student file, not a course catalog, but a separate sheet that just says this student is in this course over and over. One line per enrollment. Alex in math is one line, Alex in science is another line, Priya in math is a third line. Question, plain words. You have real ground for this one. Based on that picture, what two pieces of information does each single row in enrollments needs to contain at a minimum for it to actually record the student is this course? This student is in this course. Oh god. Oh, day 70, let's go. Explain what you're learning. It's going to be so much easier if I pull my roadmap up to explain that stuff. Here we go. Okay, so apparently today in day 70, as you guys know from the beginning, some of you guys, I worked with phase 1. I am currently in phase 1. I'm done with working with advanced Python. I've worked with developer tooling. I've worked with data structures and algorithms. I've done, let's say, data wrangling. Currently, I'm under the databases category where I'm done with SQL mastery with PostgreSQL. I was done with MongoDB. I'm currently working with SQLAlchemy for ORMs. Actually, ORM SQLAlchemy is for Python, which consisted of 6 chunks in it. I was done, or I am done with the first 5 chunks. I'm currently under the 6 chunks. Okay, by 5 chunks, I mean chunk 1, chunk 2, chunk 3, chunk 4, and chunk 6. Chunk 5 is about relationships, where I am done with majority stuff. Let's say under that chunk, the only thing that is really left is the junction table. And guys, in case I couldn't say that properly, it was because if I were to grab my OBS here, yeah, I hear myself while talking. So me hearing myself twice is awful. But hey, that helps me see if I can hear background noises. And I tried a new Pomodoro as well, where every 25 minutes I do take like a 5 minutes break or so. Nice, you're soon going to start machine learning. Let's go, let's go. It took me so long, and is the topic that I've been the most excited for as well. Math and machine learning. Okay, but for the time being, let's answer the question. Plain words. Do you have real grounding for this one? Based on that picture, what two pieces of information does each single row in enrollments need to contain at minimum for it to actually record? A course name and an ID. Hello, bro. You doing? Allpreneur? Is that how you pronounce your name? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, and also in case you guys did not know, I started multi-streaming on Twitch as well, so you guys can check the Twitch up. What's up, bro? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? Okay, close on count off on. What the two things actually are. We're mixing course name, a real column on courses with an ID. Two-way ID of what? Go back to the pointer concept you already nailed a session ago. A foreign key doesn't copy a text like a name. It points at a row using its primary key. You already know both student and courses have a real ID columns as their primary keys. Question, plain and direct. If enrollment needs to record Alex in math using pointers instead of copy text, what are the two specific IDs it needs to store? Whose ID and whose ID? It would need... I have a freaking spider in my hands just after I just got pest control done. What the hell? Okay, it would need, what's his name? Alex's ID and Matt's ID. Then I'm gonna need some notes. Yes, exactly right. Enrollments needs a student ID pointing at student.id and a course ID pointing at course.id. That's the whole core of the table 2 pointers, 1 row per enrollment. Now, let's turn that into real code. Here's the new syntax piece, foreign key, which you've talked about conceptually but never written. Class enrollment based under table enrollments. Okay, I did not really work with the enrollment because I remember we stopped at courses because I could not work with junction tables until I did not really learn about migrations. which I did currently complete in my chunk 6. My god, this was the most annoyingest thing that I worked with. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're done with the time. 25 minutes on dot for the vertical stream to C2. In case you guys are in the vertical stream, I would recommend you guys to go on to the horizontal stream because that's where you guys can actually see this thing. I'm gonna reset and start a quick little 5 minutes timer. Play some chess. But here's the thing, I don't like chess. I just lost 2 matches in a freaking row. I already got a message. Oh. Let's go there. I'm gonna go with play 1 minute. I don't want to play chess. It's boring. Not because I lose and I'm a sore loser. Is there anything else that I can play online games to play using only a browser? And yeah, you guys can move on back to my just chatting because I'm basically just going to be chatting here. Free browser online games. No download. Let's go. Wait, are you kidding me? Foreign empires? I don't want something. Okay, what the hell was that? Elveneer, Rage, Shadow Legends. Nope. I don't want to play chess. I don't want to play either one of those. I could play Wuthering Waves. I want something that can be done within a whole 5 minutes timer. Nothing else to do? Let's grab our old friend Gemini. Say, so, I am streaming right now, and that I was on a break because I have a 25 minute Pomodoro session. What should I play on my 5 minutes break? Online chess got boring. Not because I lost. Maybe because I lost. Fast interactive stream favorites. Warmate, Monkey Type, Infinite Craft. Give me a recommendation. Give me the best one out of them all. I don't know what else can I play, the hell? Fine, let's see what it's about. Oh. 4 items. Okay, what is it about? 0 setup, instant play, loads in half a second directly in our browser. We still got 3 minutes, peak engagement, AI powered. Concept combiner, you start with water, earth, fire, literally gaming. Literally can craft literally anything from gaming and Wuthering Waves to Python, Twitch, or wow. Okay, I guess we can't know it if we don't try it. I'm gonna bookmark it. Water, earth, fire, wind. What are you playing? A game now? Play Mini Militia? You can create a room too. I may really try it. Wait. This is actually kind of fun. Nope, it got boring. I can combine it. Okay, no man. Is it gonna give me ash, smoke, earth, water, wind, water, fire, water, smoke, steam, uh, scent, rain. Okay, this is. Oh wow, we got a tsunami. Mm-mm. Wave and tsunami, water and tsunami, ocean, island, tree, tree and island, a palm tree, coconut tree, coconut tree, a palm tree. Rain and coconut is coconut milk. Wait, is it milk and coconut? Pina colada. Smoking pina colada. Hurricane. Nami. Wait, this is actually kind of fun. What the hell? Palm tree and rain. I did that. Coconut. Smoking pina colada and coconut. Hurricane and they don't go together. Damn it, I'm out of time. Yo, hiding Longster. Appreciate you joining the stream. Wow, we got a rainbow. I don't even know what did I mix. But that's time for us. Moving back to my gameplay screen. There we go. Hey, that was fun, I can't lie. Okay, let's start the timer. Two things worth calling out before you touch anything. ID here is enrollment's own primary key. It is. A plain auto-incrementing ID, same pattern as courses and now student. Every table basically wants its own ID separate from the foreign keys it holds. Foreign key student.id. The string inside is literally table.column. Telling SQL exactly which table and column this points at? Quick check. Plain yes or no before you write this yourself. Doesn't make sense why enrollment needs 3 columns total. Its own ID plus student ID plus course ID. Oh yeah. Yes, because a regular student and a regular course is separate from an enrolled student. And I'm gonna fix my typos. I shouldn't have made these typos because of touch typing, but that's fine. Then I'm gonna eat something. Not quite. You're describing something true in spirit, but not actually the mechanical reason enrollment needs its own ID column. Let's isolate it. Every table you've built so far, student, courses, has needed its own primary key for the same basic reason. To uniquely identify each individual row in the table separate from anything else. Oh, okay. Simple question. If two different students both happen to enroll in the same course, say Alex in math and Priya in math, add those two enrollment students. Could those two enrollment students have the exact same student ID and course ID pair? If not, what's the actual reason enrollment still needs its own separate ID on top of the foreign keys? To uniquely identify each student. Still not quite. You're pulling back to identifying a student, but enrollment ID isn't identifying a student at all. Student underscore ID already does the job. Let's isolate exactly what enrollment.id uniquely does. Real world picture. Imagine the sign up sheet again. Each line on the sheet is one enrollment record. Even though line 1 says Alex math and line 2 says Priya and math, two completely different students, two different lines. What if, hypothetically, Alex enrolled in math twice by mistake, but a data error doesn't matter why? You'd have two lines look identical, Alex math and Alex math. Interesting. Oh, I see. Question without a separate ID column. Question. Without a separate ID column, just for enrollments itself, how would you tell those two duplicate Alex math rows apart from each other, as in refer to one specific enrollment record and not on the other? I see. Using its primary key. Hey, you're hiding, Roger. Appreciate you joining the stream. Oh wait, you joined the vertical stream as well. Let's go. I mean the horizontal stream as well. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, yes, exactly. Its own primary key is separate from student ID and course ID. That ID isn't identifying a student or a course, it's identifying the enrollment record itself and its own distinct thing. Good, that's the actual reason, and now it's landed correctly. So the full picture, enrollment.id equals to which enrollment record is this? Student underscore ID equals to which student course underscore ID. Which course? 3 separate jobs, these separate columns. 3 separate jobs, 3 separate columns, I see. Task, your turn to write the real code. Open your models.py, add the enrollment class using the pattern I gave you above. You can type it fresh, don't just copy paste. Muscle memory matters, make sure foreign key is actually imported at the top of the file. If it isn't already, check that yourself. Send me back your models.py. Alright, so we're gonna go to models.py here. I'm gonna go ahead and exit that. I'm gonna close this. You chat with Cloud like we text with human. Okay, you know what? I've got a whole year of experience. Claude is basically a real human to me. Later on in the future, if I do ever want to, let's say, be a machine learning engineer as opposed to being an AI engineer, I will be, let's say, working on real human brains. Well, not real human brains, real AI brains. I want an AI to think exactly as a human would think. That's kind of complex because you'd have to find the formula behind that. In order to find the formula behind that, you'll have to know about the actual human brain and how to sort of replicate it. If we manage to do that, we can transfer our memories everywhere. I'm saying that legitimately and not fictionally. We could back our actual minds as data. Does that sound creepy? Okay, let's see. Fun fact, I've heard that somewhere. I forgot where. Okay, there we go. So enrollment. So apparently we're gonna go ahead and create a class called enrollment, which is gonna be requiring base as a parameter. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like a dunder table, and dunder basically means double underscore. Okay, is gonna be equal to enrollellents. Okay, here's the thing about dunder table name. This gives every single specific class or specific should I say, yeah, class that I create here, a specific stamp. This class is the this class gets the enrollment stamp, while the courses class gets a courses stamp. Students class gets a students stamp. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's it. Next up, once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and create an ID variable and then use type hinting to specify a data type for it, where I'm gonna go with mapped. My map data type here is gonna be an integer because I want my ID to be an integer. Then I'm gonna go ahead and organize it by using the mapped underscore columns function, which is gonna be having a primary primary underscore key. I'm gonna set that equal to true. Okay, primary key is a argument here that I'm using, or a parameter here that I'm using, because I want my ID to be unique and I don't want any want to use the same exact ID ever again. Student underscore ID is going to be the next variable that I create, which is going to be identified as a integer variable as well. The student ID is technically an ID, which is going to be my mapped underscore column. And now this is something new, but it makes 100 times more sense. Okay, in my mapped underscore column, I'm gonna go with foreign key. FOREIGN not underscore, just key. Camel cased. Not camel cased. I forgot what case was this. It's fine. So foreign key is gonna be a function here, which can have access to my other databases. Where I want to give it access to my students.id. You guys get it? I didn't go with student, I went with students, and the stamp is also called students. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my course underscore ID. I'm going to set the data type to be an integer. Oops. And guys, I hate this freaking shortcut for my screenshot integer. That is going to be mapped underscore column. And then now I know the spelling of foreign. So it's actually 4 and then IGN. Foreign key, which as opposed to being my students.id, it's going to be my courses.id. Okay, perfect. Keep typing F because D is besides F. Or F is besides D. Alright, and then once we're done with that, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna hit Control S, Control A, Control C, copy this, and then we're gonna go ahead and let's say go rep plot out here real quick. Pasted. Go down. Then say done. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and eat something. Mostly drink it. Alright, who says oats taste like cardboard? You did not check what I told you to check. Look at your import line at the top. Question: do you see foreign key anywhere? What is the syntax in order to import the for IGN key question mark? Is it just import foreign key? Nah, I need something like imp from yada yada import foreign key. You correctly caught that's missing from SQLAlchemy imp. Oh, given that pattern from SQLAlchemy, I wanna import. Oh, I think this is the pattern. We got the pattern chat. I think that's the first time I actually called you guys chat. I think I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and copy that, and then let's go ahead and like rep that out here again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and paste it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and send it, and we're gonna grab our code map, remove that timer, 11 minutes. I'm not really looking at the time. I just like to show it to you guys every once in a while. Good. Imports there. Enrollment class is correct. All 3 columns present, pointing at the right table. This is clean real code. But you skipped a step I actually asked for. Did you run this file in Visual Studio Code or just paste the code? I need the real terminal output, not just the source. Okay, so I guess let's run my models.py. The way I'm gonna do it is by going with change directory, Python files, where I wanna oh, my bad. Change directory to Python title case files. What's the name? Python underscore files. Freaking hell. CD. Yeah, I forgot to change my files' name. Okay. Alright, so now in my Python underscore files, I'm gonna go with something like py models.py, which says Python and run my models.py file. Bam. Yeah, you guys can't see an output because I didn't display console output, but it has been saved in my database. I'll show you guys in a bit. Clean, no traceback, no error, prompt just returned. That's exactly what success looks like here. Enrollment is syntactically correct. Imports resolved. Resolved. No typos caught by Python, yada yada. One thing worth flagging, not as a problem right now, but keep an eye on it. Use cd Python files with a capital P or dev environment does not have a folder name Python underscore files, lowercase. Okay, it is specifically because a space imports capitalization usually doesn't break with Windows files, but it's worth double checking. Your actual blah 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 folder disk name matches m.py, spice.append, yada yada. It expects silent case. Have you burnt before a LMB folder? Not asking you to fix anything now. I just like this so it doesn't become a mystery bug later. 3 sessions from now, we'll talk on where we are. Enrollment class exists in code, but does not exist in your real database yet. Same situation, courses was a session ago, written verified, not migrated. Question plain words, you have a full grounding for this one. Walk me through it. What are the actual steps in order we need what are these steps in order we need to take enrollment from exist in models.py to exist as a real database or a real table in my database? You've done this exact sequence once already today. I need to create table. I think I messed up, right? Howdy Homecore, appreciate you joining the stream. Holy freak guys, I messed up. You're naming the SQL end results, but not the actual tool steps we've been using all day to get there safely. Remember we specifically moved away from raw create all? Oh yeah, I remember, I got it. Think back literally what we did twice today in order. Olympic command, okay, compared it to real database and wrote a migration file describing the difference. You ran a second different Olympic command that actually executed that migration file against the real bug. Question, what are the real commands or command patterns for those 2 steps? You tied both of them today already. Try to recall not the concept, the actual syntax. Create underscore all. And then sessions. An engine. And create underscore table. I did not get enough practice. Therefore, I forgot the syntaxes. I mean, I could reference them and let you know, but I wanted to give the honest answer first. There we go, because you need to make sure Cloud starts thinking that you're a freaking genius, which I clearly am not. I'm gonna move on to Twitch just to check if my Twitch chat is on. Okay, perfect, it is on. Good instinct and respect the honesty, giving me a real attempt, but let's be clear what's actually true here, because I don't want you walking away thinking create all, create table is the answer, since we deliberately moved away from those today. Create all was chunk 1 to 2 material, and its a whole limitation is exactly why Olympic exists. It can safely alter table with existing data. We're past that tool we've passed that tool now. For anything touching real life data, go ahead and check your reference, that's fair. This is exposure phase, not memorization phase, and you told me that yourself earlier today. Pull up what you actually typed today for 2 Olympic commands. One that writes a migration, one that runs the migration. Oh god. I remember it's a freaking terminal command. I can't remember what terminal command. There we go. This is the first command. Yeah, this is not considered copying. I was allowed to look at the reference. I remember the second one. I just can't recall it. You've got the second command, right? But the first one's missing. The one comes before it. The one that actually writes. The one that actually writes the migration file in the first place by comparing models.py against a real database. Without that step, there is no migration file for upgrade ahead to even run. Hint, real world parallel, you already used today yourself. You connected this command and prompted git commit -m. You said it captures. I need a message, 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 I need a message. What's the first command called? The one with autogen, with hyphen auto generate and a m that writes the plain. We need a message. Yes, I remember. I just cannot recall the syntax. Yeah, it's like the freaking GitHub's is what's it called before you commit a GitHub? Like before git commit. Uh you set it up or something with a message. I forgot what was the process called. Okay, that's fair. Recalling the concept needs a message like a commit, but blanking on exact syntax is completely normal at exposure. Okay, let me show you directly since that's what's actually landing for you today. py-m Olympic revision hyphen auto generate hyphen add a message. There we go. I remember working on this. I forgot my syntax. Break it down. Prediction first, since you do have real grounding here. You just did this exact sequence for students and courses. Plain words. What do you expect this command to detect and write into a new migration file given that enrollment is a brand new class, zero existing stuff? This will create a or an enrollment table and add a message to it for just the person looking at it to know if that made any sense. And I messed my enrollment spelling. Yes, that's the right shape of the prediction. I'll detect enrollment in a brand new table. Okay, and write it. Okay, run the real command yourself. All right. Yep, I knew it. There. Yeah, I was in my Python files. Yo, hiding Hyper T, I appreciate you joining the stream. It has been a while since I've seen you. Okay, let me go up here real quick and then let's go ahead and paste it and then say done. Guys, is this it? Am I almost done with my phase one? Infolimbic.autogenerate.compare.tables. Detected. Added table enrollments. Exactly what you call brand new table detected. Nothing else complicated going on. And it generated a real file 19BA1C1EB97A hyphen add underscore enrollment underscore table.py. Same discipline. Don't just trust the log. Open and paste what's actually inside the upgrade function. Okay, it is going to be something nice. I don't really know what, because again, I did not master these topics. That's the thing. Oh, where did it save it? Olympic versions. There we go. And then let's go to my upgrade, and we're gonna go ahead and copy our upgrade. You're the most young, dedicated programmer I've ever seen. That actually sounds really cool. Keep this up. Yeah, appreciate you, Hyperty. That actually means the world to me, guys. Okay, and then let me grab that out here real quick. I'm gonna paste it and then say something like done. And also, I feel like the 4-hour stream today will be going pretty smoothly. Okay, look at that. That's one genuinely clean, no fixes needed. Let's actually verify that claim instead of me just asserting it. Walk it against your own model. ID primary key matches. Student SA foreign key. Okay, no nullable equals to false problem this time, unlike students.id, because this is a brand new table, no existing row to conflict with. Exactly what you predicted a minute ago. Quick question before you run anything. Quick, plain. Based on what? Based on that, do you think this migration is safe to apply as is with no hand edits needed? The way students.id needed the ID always equals to fixed. Yes or no? Why? Based on that, do you think migration is safe to apply as is with no hands-on edits needed? The way students.id needed the identity fix? No, because we just created the enrollment class. Therefore, there will be no old data for us to require a manual fix. And every data that gets added will get an ID. Yes, exactly right, and reasoned correctly. New table, zero existing rows. So there's no retrofit problem like Alex's case. Every future row gets an ID automatically. The normal. Oh wait, we're past 25 minutes. Frickin' hell. It's fine. Run the apply command yourself. I'm so close, I might as well get this done with. Olympic upgrade ahead. So py hyphen l. Oop, py hyphen m limbic upgrade head. Did I run into an error? Yep. It was a legitimate error. I'm gonna go up here until I don't find my line right here. There we go, and then I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna paste this to Claude real quick. Then let's send it. Okay, and while that's happening, it's time I'm gonna pause my timer. I worked on an extra minute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reset this and start a brand new 5 minutes timer. I was playing with Smoke. I want to get Gemini back here. I said I was playing with Smokes and I wanted to get Gemini back here. I'm gonna get one of my old chats. I tried that and now it got boring. This is my fourth session. Can I get a better game? And also, it's 2 minutes, right? So instead of 5 minutes, it's like 25, 25, 25, 25, an hour, then you get a 20 minutes break. So I think I should get like a 10 minutes break at least. Switch to wind speed run. What the hell is this? It fits your break. You're given a random article and a target distinction. Example, quantum mechanics, system energy. I don't want to work with something related to studying. Nope, I'm good. Not going to websites. I need something copyright free. No stress, hyperactive. A modern public domain. Fine, let's try both. Who cares? Hello, how old are you? I'm 18. I will be turning 19 this January though. Plain full screen. What the hell are we playing? Ah, does not work. What is this? Something else? What should I play? I don't want to play chess. I keep losing in that stuff. Searching the web. See what you play. Smash cards. Slow roads. Begin. What is this? Oh wow. Okay, as long as you guys can't hear the music, we're good. There's no music. What the hell? Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I'm. Ugh. Yep, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. R to return to road. We don't need to return to road. We're too good at this stuff. I'm trying to understand what happens here. Gotta give the slightest of click. There we go. The goat. Let's see how many miles per hour can I go, or kilometers per hour can I go. The hell with that? Yeah, who cares? We on the road. We're back on. Shift for a boost. God. You know, this used to be a road. Let's screw it. It's no longer a road. I'm the road here. Get me out of here. Yeah, this is why I can't drive. Yes, we're back on road. I mean, we're back on track. Okay, you know what? I think I need to chill. I gotta calm down. Just go straight and I'll be good. I'm gonna hit shift for a tiny boost. Gosh. What is this? This is the hardest thing to control. Hey, the name is Slow Rose, right? Sure. Let's go slow. Who wants to go fast, right? Wait, is that an auto drive? Nope. There is one. I don't even need to speed and I'm good. Nah. Was the fun in that? Hell yeah. Nope, 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 nope. That's oh guys, this was my plan all along. I see another road in front. This is actually a shortcut. There we go. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Alright, that's it. That's it. Can I get another recommendation? Question mark. Maybe like a shooter FPS. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that was the most boringest thing that I played. Slice Master, sure. Let's try everything in the world. We got like a 10 minutes break. I need to log in. That's good. Why not? Set the username. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go with the general mail and then January 5th, 2008. I'm an old ancient guy. Let's play. Okay, now we're gonna just bookmark this. How do you play? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Shell shock. What the? Alright, what am I doing here? Oh, this looks promising. Alright, get ready. And let's play. Wait, wait, wait. You can actually freaking shoot. Oh! I don't know. Yeah, screw it. I mean, okay, this is fun. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun. What up? Oh, so shift is for minute. I had him. I had him. I had him. Yeah, for Rye the name as well. Now let's freaking try hard. Come on, I dare you. Take cover, take cover, take cover. Okay, who in their genuine mind would play this? This is so boring. Oh! A better one. Something that's fun. What's fun? Alright, let's see. We got ourselves a promising thing. Maybe later. Okay. Please tell me you guys can't listen to this music. Okay, thank goodness. How the hell do I mute the music? This is busting my freaking ears. How do you... I hear weird noises. Okay, we become what we behold. Too many requests. Something else. Alright, I think this is the boringest stuff that I've done. But well, our 10 minutes is almost up, so it's fine. Die in the dungeon. Um, how do you exit this stuff? Yeah, screw that. I'm so bored playing this stuff. I'd rather just end my time sooner. All right, 25 minutes. Let's go. Okay, real error, real bug, but don't panic. This is actually a good one to hit because it's diagnosable and it directly connects to something we just did today. Look at the one line that actually matters, buried in all that traceback noise. Psycop2.error invalid foreign key. There is no unique constraint matching given keys for a reference table students. Hmm. Okay, so translation played words. PostgreSQL is refusing to let enrollments.students underscore ID point at students.id. Because as far as PostgreSQL is concerned, students.id doesn't have a proper uniqueness guarantee on it. That should sound familiar. Question plain words, real reasoning, not a guess. Think back to exactly how we added the ID column to students earlier today. It was created the same way course.id was built. Wait, the same way as course.id was built? Built fresh with a full primary key at table creation time? Or did it go through a different, more unusual path? It was the same way as... It was the same way. I need you to actually check, not assume, because it wasn't the same way, and this is exactly the kind of thing worth re-examining rather than me just telling it to you. Real difference. Course ID was created the normal way, primary key constraint written fresh. At the same moment, the whole table was created from nothing. Students.id was added later onto a table that already had data. Alex, using that specific SA.identity, always false column at operation. We spent a long time reasoning through today. We did actually. Question plain and direct. Go back and look at your earlier PSQL output from when we checked students. Did anything in that migration ever explicitly say primary key ID for students? The way courses the migration did? Or did we ever only add the column itself, ID, integer ID, without ever separately telling PostgreSQL And this is the official primary key. I didn't understand the question. Hold on. Go back and look at your earlier PSQL output from when we checked students. Did anything in that migration ever explicitly say primary key ID for students? The way courses migration did? Or did we only ever add column itself, ID, integer, identity, without separately telling PostgreSQL? And this is now the official primary key. Hold on. Did anything in that migration ever explicitly say primary key? Or did we only ever add the column itself? We only added, whoops. Okay, so we only ever added the column itself. There we go. Exactly right, and that's the actual bug. You just found it yourself by rechecking instead of assuming. Here's the real mechanism. Mechanical picture, adding a column with identity makes auto-generate nice sequential numbers, but that's a completely separate thing from telling PostgreSQL. This is the table's primary key and must be unique. We did the first identity, but the migration never actually ran the second. Okay, declaring as the output key constraint. And give me a quick little second. I'm way too exhausted. What the hell? I gotta stand for a bit. You guys see me when I stand? My arms and legs hurt. I should have spent this time for my what we call it? I should have spent this doing this in my break. You guys think I can do a pull up? I doubt it. Let me try. Okay, I got it. Alright, that was good enough for today. Huh. Yeah, because I was doing the pull up while being. Oh, that felt kind of good though. The hell? Yeah, I just need workout. I'm workout deficit. I'm gonna go back to my gameplay screen. By deficit, I meant deprived. There we go. Huh. Okay, real world parallel. Imagine giving every new employee a badge with a number stamped it automatically, but never actually telling the security system badge numbers must be unique. And this is the official ID field. For verification, the numbers exist, they even auto increment, but nothing has formally registered that column as the trusted, guaranteed unique identifier. So when enrollment tries to point to a foreign key at students.id and says I need to trust this is unique, Postgres checks and says nobody ever told me that guaranteed, I won't allow it. That's precisely what there is no unique constraint match given keys for reference table student means. Question plain words before I show you the fix. Given that diagnosis, what do you think the actual fix needs to do and a brand new migration that does what specifically to students underscore ID? Gotta pay more freaking attention here. Will with Valor Imaginary giving every new employee a badge with a number stamped on it automatically, but it never actually tells you the security system. Badge number must be unique. But nothing has formally registered that column as the trusted guaranteed unique identifier. So when enrollment tries to point to a foreign key as students.id says I need to trust this is always unique, Postgres checks and says nobody ever told me that's guaranteed, I won't allow it. That's precisely what there is no unique constraint matching given keys for reference table student means. Question plain words before I show you the fix given that diagnosis. What do you think the actual fix needs to do? Add a brand new migration. What specifically to students ID? It does not allow it because we did not guarantee it to be unique. However, There we go. That was just a prediction. Huh. My legs are actually killing me. Good instinct, but let's slow that down. You gave me the diagnosis. Hmm. Hold up, let me just check if my stream's going good real quick. Is it by any chance clearer than the nope? Wait, why is it at wait, why is my stream at max 720? Interesting. Hey, it's still clear for being 720. Thought I could have had it at 1440, but probably I'll have to change my whatchamacallit. I'll probably have to change my bitrate to 8000. Okay, we already agree students.id has no formal primary key constraint on it. Only the oh yeah. Question airing this time. What SQL slash Olympic level thinking do you think we need to add to students.id? A real specific instruction, a kind of thing that always saw courses migration, primary key constraint. Wait. We need to add a student. No. We need to add a primary key to it for getting a unique ID. There we go. That question right there, that answer right there alone answered all my questions when it came up till all these points. Want uniqueness? Go with primary key. The Olympic operation is op.create underscore primary key, real syntax, define upgrade none. Okay, breaking down the three arguments. PK underscore students means primary key underscore students, a name for this constraint, arbitrary, which means random but conventional to prefix with PK underscore. Students is string which table? At index of ID, at index of the string ID, which columns form the primary key. Listen, some table have composite keys, yours does not, just one column. Okay, so question before you write anything plain words, do you think this needs to be a fresh revision auto-generate, or does it need to be a manual handwritten migration? Think about it. Would auto-generate even notice the specific gap on its own? Yes, it needs to be a fresh revision. All right. Think back to hyphen auto generate actually works. It compares your Python model's class definition against a real database and writes migrations or whatever. Question: look at your students' class in models right now. Does it say anything explicit like tables underscore args equals to primary key constraint ID the way courses migration got primary key constraint written for it? Or does your student column only have mapped underscore column primary key on the Python side? With nothing telling Olympic there is a mismatch between what Python thinks and what really in the database. Here's the trap. If your Python code and that real broken database technically don't disagree on paper, would auto-generate have any actual reason to detect a difference and write a fix for it? Okay, that is the real broken database technically don't disagree on paper. Would auto-generate have a reason to detect a difference? It would not. Correct, exactly right. Models.py already says primary underscore key equals to true on student.id. So as far as Python's concerned, everything else is fine. Auto-generate compares Python versus databases and finds no disagreement to report even though the real database is missing. The actual constraint that builds a spot generate can't see its own. even though the real database is missing the actual constraint that say blind spot auto generate and see its own. So this has to be manual handwritten migration. You write the upgrade and downgrade code yourself. No auto generate involved. Just step by step, create a new empty migration file using Limbic at primary key constraint students. Notice no auto generate flag this time since we're writing this by hand. Open the generated upgrades this file, alright? Okay, then I'm gonna exit that. Op.create, pk students, and then add this to the downgrade, op.drop constraint. Alright. So apparently we go all the way down here, and then we're gonna go ahead and paste that. This is gonna create me a brand new file. This is a brand new freaking file. Add primary key constraints to students. Wow, this is some really good stuff. I need to lock in to understand this. But again, this is my exposure phase, which is phase 1, so I'm just gonna do it for the sake of really getting to know the concepts. Done. However, even though I did understand a whole lot here, it's alright. We will work with this later as well, right? I'm pretty sure we will. Okay, I want to get something important before you worry more. First, you didn't skip step 1. Like as you jump straight into writing the full file yourself, properly changed after enrollments. Okay, written exactly. That's real code. Second most important, you don't need to fully understand this one deeply right now, and that's genuinely fine. This particular fix create underscore primary key on an existing column is a narrow specific plumbing detail that came from a real bug, not a core SQLAlchemy / Alembic concept. You've expected to have full exposure on purpose. It's not on your curriculum, but must understand list. It shows up because of a real gap. How we build students.id earlier, yes, absolutely. We can revise it later if it resurfaces for now. Knowing that it's needed and roughly why not formal primary key constraint existed is enough. Task applying it and seeing if it actually works in enrollment migration. py-m Alembic upgrade head. py-malembicupgrade head. There we go. And we see creatable. We still run into. Wow, we run into a. Oh, wow. That was still a big error. Massive one at that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna grab Claude here again, and then we're gonna paste it and then say something like done. And this time's next break, I realized I'm just gonna be playing some Wuthering Waves. Stop and look closely is the same exact error as before, word for word. That's actually a useful sign, not just bad luck. Something didn't apply. Didn't I save my file? I saved it. Question, does that Alembic you ran your new migration, the primary key, at all? Or does it show Alembic jumping straight from... Wait, what do you mean? Wait, does that line say Alembic ran your... Wait, hold up, I need to know what that line means. Running upgrade. Does that line say Alembic ran your new migration? the primary key at all? Or does it show Olympic jumping straight from... Okay, Okay, my OBS actually kind of crashed out there. Um, wait, is there any lag? No lag? All right, I guess I'm gonna go to my main camera and then actually screw that. I'm gonna go to my just chatting. I like that much better. I'm gonna go to configure video and we're gonna decrease this to -6. I said -6. Wait, is it my restream? Oh, don't tell me it's my restream. Hello, hello. Okay, where is my restreams? Is Chad? Chat is ready to display message. Go ahead. I guess do the job. Hmm, that's title, and then I do not see chat. Okay, why in the genuine world do I not see chat? I see update titles. Oh wait, I see chat. Hey, that is the chat. You guys can see the chat. Why can't you guys see the chat? Let me try to get you guys to see the chat. Hold on. Just gonna truncate that. Then we're gonna go to chat settings. We're gonna go ahead and copy our chats. Okay, embed it from any live stream. There we go. And then I'm gonna get OBS here. I'm gonna go to something like restream properties, and then I'm gonna change my URL. The URL should work. The chat is ready to display message. I'm gonna go with something like testing 1. Actually, testing 2. Okay, so it does say testing 2. Why is it so small? Isn't that supposed to be the whole thing? Or is that something that I've done before? I said, or is that something that I've done something before? Interesting. Hmm. Wait, is it my message opacity? Is it my background opacity? Is it all that stuff? I think it is. Does that fix anything? I can restart OBS to check that real quick. What up? Testing, mic testing. Okay, yeah, that was the culprit all along. That is something that I should have done. But speaking of which, I wanted to check one more thing. If I were to go to my I'll just stay in my just chatting for the time being because I want to see something. I want to see my main camera. I can't go to my freaking properties, so I'm going to go to my webcam, properties, configure video, and I'm going to decrease this to something like -5. And then I'm going to apply. By -5, I'm at -6. I want to go ahead and check if I streamed like 3 different times because of this. Okay, is it one stream or 3 different streams? So in live streams, it's pretty good because it's just 2 streams, today 70, and then okay. And we got 1. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, I think that should be good. And for the timer as well. Okay, 23 minutes. Okay, look at this line. Okay, stop and look carefully. This is the same exact error as before, word for word. That's actually a useful sign, not just bad luck. Something didn't apply the way we expected it. Let's diagnose before touching anything. And I'm gonna move on to my gameplay screen. I forgot about it. Question, plain and direct. Does that line say Limbic ran your new migration primary key fix that all, or does it show jumping from F directly to this? It shows Exactly, our primary key migration never ran at all. Real world. Think of migrations as numbered to do list where each step says do this after that other specific step. If two people both write do this after step 5 on separate sticky notes, only one of those notes can actually be step 6. The other one either becomes an orphan branch or worse, gets silently ignored depending on how the chain resolves. Question, plain words, based on what you already know about how migration chains together. Go back and look at your primary key fix files as a header, specifically the down revision line. What does it say? And what should it need to say in order for it to run before enrollments instead of never running at all? Did I understand that properly? Go back and look at our primary keys. File header, specifically the down underscore revision line. What does it say and what should it need to say in order? Mm, down revision. I mean, I do not know what you mean. I am not fluent with the syntaxes yet. I cannot check because I do not know what to check. Can you just let me know for now? And yeah, I want to fix my typos. I'm getting way too desperate. What the hell? Okay, this is going to be checked. This is going to be cannot. This is going to be syntaxes. This is going to be I know. This is going to be you, and that is going to be just. Not just. There we go. Gonna get a little closer. Totally fair. That's a real gap, not a failure, and I'd rather show you directly than keep fishing off some you don't have vocabulary from. Here's the thing to understand: every migration has two file IDs near the top. Down union, which migration your primary key fix file says down underscore revision is yada yada, meaning run me after enrollments, but enrollment needs the primary key to fix already exists before it can run. That's literally the error. Enrollments can create its foreign key without students having a real primary key first. So the chain is backwards right now. Oh wow, I went way past overtime. Student migration enrollments, migration primary key never reached jump. It actually needs to be student's primary key. Enrollment migration track. No reason needed here. Just follow along. I'll walk you through what you actually got to do. Open the 14EF05 file. Fix your file. Confirm the down revision line currently says yada yada. Change F7FCB1E47E01 instead. That's student slash course of migration. Open the should come right before the fix. Open yada yada. Confirm the line as this change it basically. We're changing who passes stuff to whom. I'm gonna reset this and then I'm gonna start a timer. I want to play a bit of Wuthering Waves real quick. Yeah, that was really odd, right? I'm gonna do this after I'm done with that. It's been a while since I've actually played Wuthering Waves. But you know I'm done with my snack. So-called quote-unquote snack. Yeah, a 4-hour stream is kind of exhausting for now. But if I do it every single day, I'm gonna kind of get used to it. Beside the weekdays. Because weekdays I am often quite busy. I'm waiting for Wuthering Waves to load, by the way, before I switch the screen here. The timer is still running. Not bad, I'm at 60 FPS. Hold on. Okay, was it Windows Shift or right key? I'm still logging in. Hold on. It's downloading 238 megabytes. Patching progress. Should be done within the next 20 seconds. Unless it takes a long trip. Hmm. Yup, we'll make it. Wow, it's paused. It's alright. Oh, we're making it? Making it? Yup, made it. Patch is complete. Game is restarting. Alright. Oh man, God, handsome boy. Bon appetit. Guys, bon appetit is kind of crazy. I mean, actually, handsome boy does sound kind of cool. That said, damn, I got 3 more minutes here. And we're almost at the 4 hours mark as well, to be honest. Just need an hour, 20 minutes more of stream. When in the genuine world does Wuthering Wave load? Okay, why is Wuthering Wave photosensitive? And let me know if you guys have any other game recommendations. I will be usually playing it. I usually play it in my Viv Arcades channel. But since I am working a little bit Pomodoro and I got freaking 3 minutes, the game took 3 more minutes to open. I guess it should be fine. I could give myself 10 minutes, to be honest. There we go, finally. Oh god. And if in case you guys didn't hear, I was like, I could give myself 10 minutes, to be honest. Windows Shift. There we go. Let's wait for this to open. You know what also sounds cool? You. Oh god, guys. Okay, that actually sounds kind of cool too. And I had a new quest. How long does my timer have? All right, we got like a few minutes. I can't do the mistake of keeping my desktop audio closed. There we go. And in case you guys are not in the horizontal stream, you guys could probably join it. Wanna check the store. I wanna go to the events first. Let's claim all the freebies. If there are, oh, there is. I hardly have time to actually open Wuthering Waves and all that off stream.
Yeah.
Extra thoughts. Okay, I have quests, and then we got a convene where I can summon, but I will not summon. I did summon a little for Yinland. There was like a free summon here. I'm not gonna summon again though. Because I'm saving my asteroid. And yeah, that's basically our 5 minutes, so what the hell? It literally just started. Wait, new skins are out? I did see these skins. If I'm not wrong, these skins work different if we're in water. I want to test that out, but I'm too broke to test it out. Okay, I think that's good. What a disappointment. Alright. Time's up. I just logged in! I literally just logged in! It's okay. After 25 minutes, we're gonna get 10 minutes of break, so then. Task, no reasoning. So I'm just gonna follow these steps blindly, I guess. So the first thing that I gotta do is open my 14EO, 14EF05 sys file. And then fix my down revise. Okay, which is currently says 19 yada yada. Change it to F7. Okay, so this is basically just our file's name because I need to change it to F7 FCBIE47E01. Then I'm gonna hit enter. I mean Control S. And then we go ahead and move on to our 19. There we go. We go to the down revision again, which is right here. I'm gonna change that to 14EF05DB97D5. I may have spelled it a bit wrong, but this is basically this other file. This one. And then I'm gonna hit Control S to save the code. After that, basically, are swapping the stuff, enrollments, yada yada, blah blah blah. I'm gonna grab plot out here and say something like that. And guys, I'm basically out of food right now, so stream may not be 4. I want to get it to 4 hours. You know what? Screw it. I need to actually see it, not just hear done. All right. Plot apparently. I mean, I would have done the same thing if I was plot because I'm too clumsy. Way too clumsy. And let me know if you guys have any recommendations or know anyone that I could collab with because I was looking to collab with different YouTubers, to be honest. Not programming YouTubers because I'm not merely as good at it just for the time being, but anyone in general, for example, from a Arcades' channel or any gaming stream as well. Okay, let's actually verify this instead of assuming. Walk the chain with me step by step out loud using the real values in front of you. Start with this thing already applied. What comes next? Look for whichever file has down revision. That's this thing. Good. Full corrected chain. Okay, so we add this upgrade line again, and this time it shouldn't crash. Crashes. The same exact error. Everything is saved. How does that make sense? Where am I messing up? And the chat's getting big as well. Long as well, I mean. Progress chain auto work. This fix actually ran this time. Run upgrade. Okay, prove the stuff. Okay, so psycop2.error invalid table definition. Multiple primary keys for table student are not allowed. Transaction plain words Postgres is saying student already has a primary key and you're trying to add a second one. That's actually surprising. A session ago, we specifically confirmed there was no primary key constraints on student, which is exactly why we enrolled, failed. Question, think all the way back to when student was first created before any of the ID migration work even started. What column was originally marked primary key on student? The name column. Do we need to like undo it or something? Exactly, name was the original primary key. We changed models.py, removed primary key from name, added it to this thing. But models.py is just Python code describing what we want. The actual PostgreSQL table doesn't automatically follow along just because Python changed every real structure. Real change needs its own explicit migration step, remember? That's whole reason Olympic exists. Question, plain and direct. Did we ever write and run any migration whose job was specifically remove the primary key constraint from student.name? Or has every migration so far ever added? It has only added help amount of snacks, so I guess no light snacks for me. That's the real bug. Question. Plain words. Do you have a guess for what opposite Olympic operation might be called that removes a constraint instead of adding one? You already actually used the version. Uh, where's the one? There we go. Do we go with the downgrade? Good instinct to look, but not quite. Downgrade is a function. Okay, reverse upgrade. Oh, drop there. Okay, all right. Is a whole function the reverse of upgrade, not the name of the specific operation itself. I'm not asking about the actual command inside a function. Look back at what you already wrote a few messages ago in your own downgrade function for primary key migration. Downgrade schema. Okay, question. Was the actual operation name sitting right there in that line? The one that removes a constraint? You already typed it yourself. That removes a constraint. Okay, now I'm just basically blindly guessing. What's the full function name? The whole thing after op. Oh, okay, this is getting exhausting. Let's check, not guess. Run this in PSQL against my database. All right. So I'm gonna go with something like PSQL hyphen U Postgres, and then I'm gonna go with triple threes, and then we're gonna go with backward slash C my database, and then we're gonna go with something like this. Select con name from PG underscore constraint where con real student colon colon reg class and con type is PI. We don't know what this means. Students is the primary key, it says. I'm gonna copy that, grab plot out here, paste it, and then send it. We'll answer straight from PostgreSQL itself, the actual name of the old constraint sitting on the name, not guessed, confirmed. Let's build the migration, same pattern as last time. Task step by step. Create a new migration, py limbic, okay. M drop down, primary key, open the generated file, set down underscore reversed correctly. Think about it, this needs to run after your primary key add fix, but it also needs to run before enrollments. Since enrollments can still apply, students has exactly one clean primary key. In upgrade, do that. In downgrade, do that. Question before you touch anything, plain words. This is the important part. Given the constraint you already reasoned about, must come after the ID primary key fix, must come before enrollments. What should this new migration down underscore revise be, and why should enrollments down underscore revise become so the chain stays in the right order? Wait. Given the constraint you already reasoned about, what should this new migration down underscore revise be, and what should enrollments down revise be so the chain stays in the right order? I know we need to work with these. I know that we need to work with these. However, I feel like I am too exhausted to think. Huh. Did I really write Hank? Totally hear you, that's real fatigue. You know what? I think it was a dumb idea. New migration. Oh wow, I can't think at all. Wait, what the hell? It was migration, right? Was it a PSQL code? Nope, it's directly Python. So we're gonna get a brand new terminal here, and then we're gonna paste it and then hit enter. Created this file. 41, this file. And then we add stuff to our upgrade and stuff to our downgrade. This is gonna be my upgrade. Are you kidding me? And then this is gonna be our downgrade. Yeah, y'all guessed it. This is me. While I'm not going to understand much from here. I don't know if it's worth it in that case. I want to be done with these chunks though, not just for the sake of being done, but because I understand them. I have a basic idea, but I don't really know much about the syntaxes. Two small edits in this file. Okay, good. Upgrade, downgrade bodies are exactly right. No need to fix there. Just the position change. Right now it says down revise, pointing stuff. Okay, so we change this to this. Our down revise union changes. I know that I just need to change the last number like this one, but I changed the whole thing because why not? Okay, now let's go ahead and paste this here and send it. You only send me the first file. I still need to see enrollments is down reverse. And Did you make the second yet? I just sent it, didn't I? Did I not? I did though. What do you mean by enrollment says file? I know what Claude means. That file. Hmm. Okay, catch this. This still says down revision. Okay. Oh wait, this needs to be 41. Oh god. I'm getting a gist of it, but there is no shot in hell that I'm actually understanding this part right now. By part, I mean syntaxes. My brain stopped braining a while ago. I think we need to spend another stream to do this. It's not just because I want to get rid of the error. I want to understand this thing, but it's so hard to understand it. I'm exhausted. Same error, but this actually makes total sense. We planned the order wrong. Okay. Question, can you reason this one? Okay, you know what? Do you think that I should continue tomorrow? Question mark. I am too exhausted to think. I wanted to go with a freaking 4 hour stream, but 3 hours should do it for today. Alrighty, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my just chatting, not my main camera. Yeah. Try to let me try to say something in chat because I wanna check if the new chat works. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, it does. Because my OBS crashed once, like, what, 24 minutes ago? Okay, alright, guys, so basically that was pretty much it for the stream. If you guys did enjoy the stream, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, notifications turned on. And if you guys do enjoy my content, make sure to share my videos / live streams in general. Because like helps my algorithm sharing, makes you smile, and subscribe to get your on top. That said, I did start multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time because I did actually figure out how to use Restream.io. However, if I did like it much, I will start simultaneously streaming across several more platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Trovo, and all that stuff. Therefore, if you guys do enjoy my content and haven't followed me there and you guys want to follow me there, you guys can get access to all my socials through the link in the description, through my bio, or by typing exclamation and the name of the socials on chat. If the social exists, the link is going to pop up. If the social does not exist, the link won't pop up. When you guys type the socials name, make sure it's all lowercase as well. That said, I did create two brand new channels, one called Viv Arcade and the other called Viv Workstar. Viv Arcade is specifically meant for my gaming content and Viv Workstar is specifically meant for my workout content. Therefore, if you guys are interested in either one of those genres or categories and that you guys want to follow me in those channels, make sure to follow me there. You guys can get access to both those channels. If you guys go to my homepage, scroll all the way down, I will be having them both featured in the featured channels as category. That said, if you guys do want to follow me in my AI engineering for 365 days is, let's say, series, and that you guys want to use the roadmap that I am currently using for the series, you guys can get access to the roadmap through my Discord server. If you guys either go to the Coding Helps chat, Python chat, or the general chat, mention my name there at VivUniverse, asking me for the roadmap. I will be personally DMing it to you guys. And you guys can get access to my Discord server through the link in the description, through my bio, or by typing exclamation Discord on chat, all lowercase, no space. A link should pop up within 3 to 4 seconds. That said, I'll catch you guys next time for more video. Peace. Okay, guess let's end the stream. I think I did pretty good with having a stream out for like 3 hours.